What is happening, everybody? What's going on? Are you ready to play SNIQ? I don't know why my voice is always lower when I do this. It's like a little tease building up to something much, much bigger. And yeah, we've got a lot of money to give away. All you got to do is answer some questions. It's that simple. All right, I got to go. I got to get ready. I'll see you soon.
Kucherov to point, shoots, scores! Kucherov, a hard pass, Palat shoots, scores! And the Tampa Bay Lightning have evened this series at 1-1.
What is happening, everybody? Welcome to SNIQ. Whether it's your third time playing, your second time, or your first time, we welcome you nonetheless and say, hey, let's try to win you some money. Of course, before we get into all the details about what's going on here, I should tell you what's going on your television or on Sportsnet now is the Lightning versus the Stars. It's game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final. Tampa Bay is up 5-1 after 2, but we know with Dallas, the game really isn't over. This would be a pretty big comeback if they were able to do it. So third period action is coming up soon on Sportsnet. Meanwhile, I am definitely not 5'11", 6 feet. I'm definitely not 22 years old, and I don't play for the Avs, but I will be playing the role of Tyson Host today here for SNIQ. Yeah, Faisal Kamisa kicking it here with you. Let's get into how to play SNIQ before we play SNIQ. It's really simple. We've got 10 questions for you. You try to pick the right answer. You try to pick it as fast as possible because you get more points the quicker you answer the correct answer. I said answer a lot. $200 if you finish in third place, $300 if you finish in second place, and $1,000 for finishing first. Yes, real money on the line. Real money, I should point to you with my finger. I know that's rude. I'm sorry. There's also $5,000 on the line as a grand prize. So all you have to do is stick around till the end of every game, submit your information, and at the end of the Stanley Cup Final, whether it ends in Game 5 on Saturday, Game 6 next week, or Game 7 next week, you could walk away with $5,000. You don't even have to answer a single question correctly. But if you want to win some money today, you do. So let's get going, and let's start with question number 1. It is our first question, as indicated by this first question graphic. Now, you know by now, if you've paid attention to the game and you've come here and played SNIQ, question 1 is usually something you can get right away. So with that, when was the last time ahead of tonight Steven Stamkos played in a game? January 10th, February 25th, sometime last week. Of course, Steven Stamkos playing for the first time in the Stanley Cup Finals. When was the last time he actually played? Was it January? Was it February? Was it last week in September? Yeah, if you watched the broadcast, you would have known this answer. It was, of course, back in February.
Hedman on the ice. It's Stamkos. He got in. Steven Stamkos to the net. Scores! What a return. Third shift of the game.
Yeah, he also scored in this game. That's pretty cool. All right. Question 1 out of the way, a freebie if you watch the game, by the way. Question 2, let's go. Which team has the longest Stanley Cup drought? The Calgary Flames, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Toronto Maple Leafs. All three of these teams were in the respective postseasons in the East and the Western Conference bubble. Just couldn't get it done, which means their long streak of not winning a cup goes on. No team, however, has a longer one, and I know you guys know this, than the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And away they go, the Toronto Maple Leafs, Stanley Cup champions.
And that pressure only builds as they tack on year after year to that long drought dating back to 1967.
We'll move right along, I think, from that one. Let's go to question number 3. Who scored the Bruins Cup-winning OT goal in 1970? Was it Wayne Cashman, Phil Esposito, or Bobby Orr? Wayne Cashman Phil Esposito or Bobby Orr? Who scored the Bruins cup-winning OT goal in 1970? I see a couple different answers coming in right now. A couple seconds left. The answer is Bobby Orr.
Shot that was wide and Keenan cleared it but not out. Bobby Orr behind the net to Sanderson. Orr! Bobby Orr scores and the Boston Bruins have won the Stanley Cup.
Bobby Orr to number 4. Let's move on to our next question here on SNIQ. Which song became the Blues playoff theme last year? Gloria, We're Not Gonna Take It, Dream On. Gloria, We're Not Gonna Take It, Dream On. Now, all of these songs trigger something, I imagine, if you're a fan base of a team that either played against them that won or lost and you really, really hate that song. If you're the Boston Bruins, you hate this song, and I don't know if everybody else really likes it, but for St. Louis, Gloria, oh, that's their baby.
The Blues and their fans have adopted Laura Branigan's Gloria as their unofficial theme song.
Now, legally, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to sing it, but for your sake, I will not be singing that song. Let's move on to question number 5. Fittingly, the most recent player to score 5 goals in a playoff game was Brett Hull, Yari Curry, Mario Lemieux. Last player to score 5 times in a single playoff game. Hull, Curry, Lemieux. Faster you answer, the more points you get. Because you can win some real money. Mario Lemieux, of course, is the answer.
And it comes free now. Here's Lemieux there. He does get the record and tie it. And ties the record for the most goals. Absolutely unbelievable. Mario Lemieux.
We actually showed you the hardest of the 5, which was the empty netter, of course. So 5 goals down, 5 to go, which means we've hit the halfway point here at SNIQ. Yep, there it is. There it is. The confirmation that we are halfway through. You got 5 questions left to build up your points and try to win some money. Let's go to question number 6. Name the last defenseman to win playoff MVP. Drew Doughty, Nicholas Lidstrom, Duncan Keith. And I got to say, if Tampa Bay were to win the cup this year, I think their defenseman, Victor Hedman, who has scored and assisted on a goal tonight alone, might be in the running for the Conn Smythe. But we'll deal with that when we deal with that. Right now, we're looking at the last blue liner to do it. Came back in 2015 when Chicago won and Duncan Keith anchored their blue line.
There's the Conn Smythe Trophy for the most valuable player in the playoffs.
The unanimous selection, Duncan Keith.
It's a cool little trophy, I think, to have. All right, moving on to question number 7. We got 4 questions left here, guys. So get your answers in, get them in quick. The first team, with multiple members to win the Stanley Cup, an Olympic gold medal, and the World Championship. The 89 Flames, the 96 Avs, or the 98 Red Wings. The Triple Gold Club of Olympic gold, World Championship, and Stanley Cup. The first team had multiple members to win that one. Yeah, we're done with those easy questions, ladies and gentlemen. You got to go back to the 1996 Avs, who had Forsberg, Kamensky, and Gusarov.
Still held in. Ewing group shot. Score! The
Oh, that team was stacked. Stacked, I tell you. All right, moving on to question number 8. Which coach has never coached in a Stanley Cup final? Paul Maurice, Lindy Ruff, Dave Tippett. We know all these coaches have been around for a long time. Which one of them hasn't appeared in the Stanley Cup final? Rick Bowness, by the way, coaching for the first time in his. John Cooper, he's been there. Both trying to win the cup with their respective teams. Who hasn't gotten there yet? Yeah, after 1,185 career NHL games as a coach, Dave Tippett hasn't been there just yet.
That sends the Los Angeles Kings into the Stanley Cup final. They've had a great run, these Coyotes, no question about it.
Came close, but close isn't good enough. We're close to the end, which might not be good enough for some of you, so get some points in and get them in right now. Question number 9. Who led the 88-89 Flames in regular season scoring? Was it Doug Gilmour, Håkan Loob, or Joe Mullen? This, of course, was the last time the Calgary Flames won the Stanley Cup back in 1989. Who led them in scoring? They had a pretty high-scoring team for that era of hockey, and they were led by one guy above everybody else in the regular season. They also had a Joe Nieuwendyk, but it was Joe Mullen who led the team.
McKenna's winding up, shoots, they score! Mullen got the rebound. He got 2 here the other night. He gets the second Calgary goal tonight.
All right, a single question left for all of you. This is what I'm looking for. Your final question. Just giving you guys more time to think. That's all we're doing here. And to remind you that Joe Mullen was a leader of the 88-89 Flames. All right, let's get to question number 10. Who's the only player to score all 4 game-winning goals in a best-of-7? Mike Bossy, Pavel Bure, Kevin Stevens. Can we talk about this for a second? You got to win 4 games to win a best-of-7 series. Someone has to score the game-winning goal in each of those games, and somebody did it in all of those games. Only one person ever, and that's really cool. It was all the way back in 1983 in the Wales Conference Finals versus the Bruins when the Islanders had Mike Bossy do the damn thing.
Gillies coming in, Bossy shoots, goal! What an absolutely tremendous shot by Mike Bossy, his second goal of the game.
Hey, hopefully that was a game winner for somebody out there. We're sitting in the back tabulating the scores right now, and so I can remind you that third period action is coming up between the Lightning and the Stars. We, of course, are back here twice this week. Friday, Saturday, Game 4 and Game 5. Yeah, it's a back-to-back in the Stanley Cup Final, but it's a back-to-back chance for you to win some money. And you know by now, you got to watch the game and you get a free answer, basically. You really get a free answer, and I've told you this already. You got to be following @SNStats on Twitter, because on top of just educating you beyond just a single game's worth of information, maybe they give you an answer as well, and then you got to deal with 8 questions instead of 9, instead of 10, and who knows, maybe you're guessing at just 1 or 2 instead of a couple more. So all those little things I should remind you of, and should tell you right now, we've got a winner. It's viewer 8943. Viewer 8943, congratulations, $1,000 straight into your pocket. Viewer I can't see, 6808, you're coming in second with $300. Viewer 5793, $200 for you as well. Now, don't leave. Submit your information right now, and you could win $5,000 at the end of the Stanley Cup Final. All you got to do is submit your info, and that's it. So I'll be back on Friday for Game 4. Get studying. We'll see you again at SNIQ.